Banked by the Ohio River and the city's abundance of hills, we're at Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Seattle Seahawks and the Cincinnati Bengals.
Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And away we go in Cincinnati. Return starts at the 9. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Flushed out of the pocket. It's his target. That's Torrey Horton. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Don't you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that outlet.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. We call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Trying to throw this from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. They'll go with Walker on the counter. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. That's a catch. Jackson Smith-Njigba. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
They've worked it downfield very well to begin the drive. It's 1st and 10 at the 28. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And he's taken down with a short gain to the 25. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. He's dropping back to throw. Short pass brought in. And this is going to get him right up near that 1st down. But he's marked short after a gain of 7. 3rd down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big play is down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite. But it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. Walker trying to run for the first. Has room into the secondary. And this drive is going to continue. He's taken down at the 2 on 3rd down, and they've got themselves a 1st and goal. Love the way they decided to keep the drive moving, Brock, pounding it forward, sending an early tone on this opening drive.
It sure does, both physically and then mentally as well, because you know and I know successful run often leads to great play-action pass.
Drive has kind of seemed destined for the end zone, partner. First of a few chances now to reach it. Goal to go, they're passing. And he'll score a touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Jason Sanders to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Bengals nothing.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. He's going to field this at the 2. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. First give of the game here to Chase Brown. Robbed by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now.
Here's Brown again. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It's a gain of 6, and they only need half of that now on 3rd and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Go. 60 Eagles.
3rd and short yardage here, Richardson. It's caught. Chase has it. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Here we go, set. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They run. It's the rookie from SMU. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Richardson. Short pass caught by his tight end. He is stumped with authority there, but that stump came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They got 21 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31.
Let's go. 19, 18.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
All right, a couple yards to make up, Brock. Time to rediscover the magic on this drive. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now, Richardson. We've got a screen to the running back. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Bengals have a first down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to the air. It's Richardson. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Michael Pittman Jr. with the touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Bengals respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Return coming from the 6. He's stopped on the run back of the 27.
Corey Horton on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. They motion a tight end left. The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive. That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. We're back to Paycor Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at 2nd and pretty short. Now an inside give to Walker. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And they're going to throw out of the gun. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. Well, they've been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force them into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And something on the return, but not much as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Let's go now. Head the street. Head 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on first down.
You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team topic. That play, by that corner right there, I know this is a head football coach, not a head football manager, but he's going to take that play, he's going to illuminate it to his team and show the fearlessness of his corner making that tackle.
All right, here we go. Second down. Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, it's Richardson. That's complete to Darius Slayton. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 7, 6, go.
Play action with Richardson. And this is going to fall incomplete in the end zone. Wanted it all right there. Now they've got to regroup for second down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Richardson to throw again. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there. Trying to get it to T. Higgins. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Once more now, it's Richardson. Pass caught, 9-yard line. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
They've got 3 tight ends on this 1st and goal, thinking run or play action. score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal.
Shut up! Cougar 19! Hey, check that, street! Ready?
They go to him again, and this time he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a second-quarter lead. That was a great response, Brock. After they got driven backwards on 1st down, they go right back to the ground and score just 1 play later.
Yeah, and I think if you and I were in the huddle down there after that 1st down loss, I think we would have felt a whole bunch of pride. Give me another shot, and boy, did they deliver.
Seahawks 7. McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Dameon Pierce now to return it. Good work so far. He's got room. The field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
You know, Kate, sometimes I think we tire around draft time of hearing all the traits, short area quickness, agility, explosiveness. But then when you see it come to life in the regular season and that skill set that this returner has, he checks every box, and it's why he's been so darn productive.
So 1st down from the 41. Airing it out to start this drive. Gordon down the field, and he's got it. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You throw it in the middle of the field, it's all about anticipation and accuracy. I mean, those are the 2 keys all the time in my book, Kate. But when you throw it in the middle of the field with all of the traffic, that's where guys with great anticipation and that tremendous accuracy come to life.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And they've got a long field ahead, Brock. They got to him early, and they laid a big hit on him.
At their own 19-yard line.
Bengals getting set, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Let's go.
This drive will begin with a run by Brown. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
Gave away a couple on the 1st down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Play fake, it's Richardson. Has it downfield, it's Chase. And he hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
To the air on this first down, Richardson. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. Working from the gun, it's Richardson. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Well, it has been an exciting one so far as we have reached our 2-minute warning. Sit tight. More from Paycor Stadium on the other side. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap now to Richardson. On the move, headed right. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
It's this clean at the 30. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Flush down out to his left. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
First and 10 now from the 46. They give up the gut to Walker. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run, but I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
1st down from the 42. Trying to throw this from the gun. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Working now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face 4th down.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. And not his best punt here. He drives it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. He's back to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Well, great team defense here. Somebody hit him in there, caused that pass to float on him a bit, and it gave the linebacker time to race in and make the interception.
And you know what team stands for, right? T-E-A-M. Together, everyone achieves more. It took all of them together. It took that rush to impact the quarterback. It took that linebacker to deliver on the other end, a critical takeaway.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This one from 42 yards out. Sanders sends it through. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Michael Dixon.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. Making some progress here. And he was pushing for midfield there before they finally dragged him down at the 45.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Ready, ready.
Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Sack ball, boys.
Play action. It's Richardson. This is hauled in by T. Higgins. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
These QBs make it look easy, but that requires such a large amount of body control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the same accuracy you would if your feet are set. Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, about the 37-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here we go.
Give on 2nd, it's Brown. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Richardson. It's caught. Chase has it. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Cougar Knights. Go.
Now Richardson to throw. Throw left side, caught by Higgins. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this 2nd down.
We talk so much about decision-making, and often it's the decision of where to throw it, right? Reading the defense, finding the right coverage to attack. But there's also great decision-making that comes with just getting rid of the football, just avoiding sacks. They are so detrimental. And that one, man, he ate up a ton of yards.
Gonna need something special here. 2nd and 20 following the sack. Throwing now, Richardson. Finds him on the crossing route. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down.
Oftentimes, play calling's like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, well, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6.
Head to 60. Head to 60. Hop, go.
Throwing from the pistol, Richardson. This one's in range, but it gets knocked away. Couldn't connect, and that brings up 4th down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football. Here we go, all squared up once again after the first drive of the 2nd half. Something tells me, though, Kate, these kickers, they better stay warm because more than likely their leg is going to play a big difference in this outcome.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Pierce now on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. And he couldn't quite break it. Still a 5-yard gain, though. 3rd down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
3rd and just 2 to go. There he is on 3rd and short. Here's a screen now for Walker. Has the first, but once more, he's past the 45. And he has this all the way down to the 29-yard line. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that 1st down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Okay, ready?
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Man in motion, out of the slot. Brought in close to the 8. That's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
Extra point is good by Sanders. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 17.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. Jukes away from one. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10.
Ready? Go!
Here's Brown to start the drive. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Hit the street. Here we go. Set.
Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First and 10 now from the 46. Brown on the inside give. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First down from the 42.
Go, check. Let's go now.
They fake the handoff. Now Richardson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. A give now to Brown. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. This connects with Higgins. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And a fresh set of downs for Cincinnati.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down throw here from Richardson. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on and on.
And first and goal as he gets this down to the 4. And goes to the hurry up here.
Bengals first down. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
So they'll be set up with a first and goal when we come back. It's Bengals football, and they know what they need to do, trailing here in the 4th.
Okay, ready?
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's first and goal.
Street! Crap, go, lady! Go get him! Get up!
They'll try and punch it in. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal.
Here we go! Hut!
Running for it with Brown. He runs it across. Touchdown! The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals bring it back to even.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
On the return, the Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. Drive begins with a Walker run. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10 from the 32. Charbonnet now up the middle. And this is going to take him up and across midfield there at the opposing 45.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. To the ground with Walker. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks take a 4th quarter lead. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
And that right there is why you continue to feed a running back. Definitely the most we've seen him do with any touch this game. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered.
Sanders connects on the point after. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
Bengals 24. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
Now is Dixon to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position awaits the Bengals as they get set for 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Run with Brown. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Richardson. That one's caught along the left sideline. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Play action with Richardson. He put everything he had into this one. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Back to the air. It's Richardson. Short pass brought in. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Six yards to go here. It's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Throw here. 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Bengals have a 1st down.
You know I love the language of football. Just the terminology that comes with it. It's a whole new language out there. But in many playbooks, Kate, that's called cross-country. Speaks for itself. You got to run from one spot all the way across the field. Those two did it very well.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Richardson. Running in the red zone. Completed over the middle. Touchdown, Cincinnati! The Bengals now trail by just a point in the 4th.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. Route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner check, and finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Bengals tie this game up.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Airing it out to start this drive. Got his target, it's Higgins. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. A gain of 26 yards there. And that gives the Seahawks the 1st.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch.
Oh, no, the ball is loose. And now the Bengals have it. Space, left he's off to the races. And he's going to return this to the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take a fourth-quarter lead. That was awesome. The return became a question of, while a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be second down.
Here we go, set.
On the counter, it's Charbonnet. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready. Check up.
Looking to throw. Looking downfield, snagged by Arroyo. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks take a fourth-quarter lead. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now that they've taken the lead, the question becomes, can they hold on to it?
And that question right there is one the defense has to answer. But this sure had the look of a drive where a coaching staff challenged that offense, saying, hey, we need a big drive from you guys right here. And sure enough, that offense delivers.
Yeah, no doubt. Fielded at the 7. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run. Cincinnati into formation. It's 1st and 10. Play fake, it's Richardson. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And this play reaches the 35 before it comes to an end. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning left for them. We've got 1st and 10. Give now to the running back. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's sheltered just a yard. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Bengals down by 7. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. Throwing the out route complete. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
As a quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go. Just as they did right there.
Here's a nickel look by the Seahawks. 3rd down.
Set.
Throwing now. Looking slant route complete. And he's close, but they say he did not get there. It's going to be 4th and maybe a yard.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field to keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Let's go.
Now an inside give to Walker. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down. On the give, just shoving it. Well, he had to power through one tackler just to get back to the line that time. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
And it's third down.
Third down, Bengals coming out in a dime look here. On the draw, it's Walker. And he gets the Seahawks first down block, and that should finish off this win for him.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body, and these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
So the Seahawks take this one on the road. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played in a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners, as we say so long from Cincinnati.